Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Anastasia and this is Gaiana.ascended, and I am going to be filming a poll winner today. So we are doing what is coming towards you in love, and right now it's October 2025. So if you're watching this when it was released, this is for the end of the year. And if you found this at any other time, this can just be the next 3 months, basically any time that you have found this reading. So I will be referring maybe to things like fall or winter, specifically in, the Northern Hemisphere, and due to the release time of this video, but it doesn't mean that these messages can't apply to another time period when you find this. So as far as announcements today, as usual, I have the Juicy Love Messages Mini Love Messages deck that you can buy at makeplayingcards.com. And I do have the intention to donate what I make from these cards to a cause, which I will announce when I have a payout from this company here, because they pay out at a certain dollar amount. And also I have links for families in need. If you feel it on your heart to contribute, please check those out. And I also have Otter Spirit bracelets. I am an affiliate with them, and this is one of their lovely jade bracelets, and there are a couple of discount codes and a link. So if you purchase through me, I get a little commission and you can get a discount. So that's it as far as announcements, other than the fact that I will be adding a few more videos to the rotation that are for singles and topics that are not specifically about one person that you're asking about. Even though those videos do more poorly, I have to say, in the algorithm, it does affect my livelihood. Overall, I think it will improve the quality of the channel and provide more content for those of you who are wanting a wider range of readings on wider topics. I have been asked to do non-love readings, and that unfortunately is, with the YouTube algorithm, the niche that they have put me in is a love reading channel. And from previous experience, when I started 5 years ago on my first channel, I tried to do non-love readings exclusively. I wasn't really wanting to do love readings, and my channel wasn't growing. So I kind of gave in and started doing love readings, and then my channel took off. So love reading seems to be what my role is also. I do have the ability to channel all sorts of other wonderful topics, but love reading seems to be where I draw the most people who benefit the most from what I am able to offer. And so I do feel that Spirit is nudging me in that direction, even though I resist it, because I believe that perhaps I'm helping people. So for now, we're going to stick with love readings on this channel. And if YouTube allows me to open a second channel at some point and I have the bandwidth for it, I will do non-love readings on a separate channel, like in the past. Although it is challenging for a YouTuber to run more than one channel, and also channeling thousands of energies can kind of fry one's nervous system, especially someone like me. I have complex PTSD, fibromyalgia, I'm neurodivergent, I'm middle-aged, and I also have osteoarthritis and sciatica, and I have a teenager I'm raising on my own, and my own stressors. So I'm not sure if I will be able to run 2 channels anytime soon. This one would really need to carry itself, and I would just pop a video on here a couple times a month and then focus on that new channel predominantly, if that's something that I end up being able to do, which is actually what I would prefer to do. And I would actually really want, more than anything, to have a Reiki practice, but YouTube has been the direction that I have been led to go, that ends up providing for me so that I can provide for my son and take care of us and pay my bills. So eventually, though, I would like to move more in the direction of Reiki. I know I don't talk about it a lot on this channel, but I am available for healing sessions on Zoom. I am a Reiki Master. I am a HolyFire3 and Usui Reiki Master, and I'm at the level of Karuna Reiki, which is the highest level of HolyFire3 Reiki that you can receive at this point. I have the World Peace Activation in that Reiki, and I also am an Animal Reiki Master. So I can do Reiki on your animals as well. And if you want information on that, you can email me, as well as information on personal readings. So yeah, those are the announcements for today. And yeah, a little bit about me and who I am and my intentions as well. Also, if you've noticed, I haven't been burning candles the last few readings because they've been making me sick. So I need to find soy-based natural essential oil candles. Otherwise, I end up sick. So I may burn them for the season a little bit more, the ones I have with my window open, just so that I'm not wasteful. But since I've already purchased them, but I do have sensitivities to chemicals. And so that's why I just had to stop for a bit until I find alternatives that are affordable, that do not cause me physical harm. So yeah, for those of you that love the candles, I personally do as well. If you'd like to contribute to the channel so that I can purchase something like that, that would be amazing. They are a little bit more expensive. So, and with that, I do have Venmo and PayPal for anyone who'd like to contribute to the channel so that I can purchase more decks or stones or objects for the pile selection or candles. Feel free to donate, and you can put in the message what you would like me to purchase for the channel, and I will thank you personally on a video. So I think that's it today for announcements. So let's go ahead and get into the pile selection today for what is coming towards you in love. So we have, for pile 1, this bracelet. This is a silver bracelet. I don't know if these are real or what they are. This was my mother's. And you have the Dream card with the Prisma Visions Tarot. Pile 2, you have these frosted Amazonite Tasbih or prayer beads. They're for zikr, or I don't know actually how to pronounce that word, but it's for like mantras, and multiple spiritual paths actually use them. They have different names for them, but this is the mantra card for pile 2, and it says, I am powerful, I am smart, I am loved, I am safe, I am seen, and I am free on there. And you have the Oneness Tarot. And pile 3, you have this kyanite bracelet that a friend of mine made for me in Cambria, California years ago when I worked at Planet Yachats, which is a gem and mineral shop that is no longer there, although they may still have one in Yachats, Oregon. So it's actually an ankle bracelet. And you have the Cleanse card. And you have the Orion's Animal Tarot for your pile. So remember, this is a general reading, so take only the messages that resonate for you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. It's not your message. Please don't make any major life decisions based on a general YouTube tarot reading. And you may have messages in more than one pile. You may have energies coming in from more than one pile. You may have more than one person or opportunity in love coming towards you, and that's fine. You can choose more than one. What else? Yeah, I mentioned in the intro, if you didn't watch, I do personals and Reiki healing sessions, so you can email me about that, and I have links for products and also donations to families in need in my description box. So check those out. And the timestamps will be in the comments. I will have them pinned at the top, and they will also be in the description box. So take a moment to tune into your own energy. Take a deep breath. Ground into your center. and choose what you are drawn to the most. I will give you a moment to do that, and I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose my mom's bracelet, the Dream card, and the Prisma Visions Tarot, this is going to be a reading. We will have pre-shuffled overall energy. So what is the overall energy coming towards you in love? What's your love forecast overall? And then we will get into the tarot for more specific information about the year ahead as far as the next 3 months. Actually, what I meant to say is the end of the year. This is a timeless reading, so if you're clicking on this at another time, it's just an approximate 3-month forecast. And remember that time is something that is difficult to predict. The future changes based on free will, so this is just a snapshot of this moment and what is possible on this timeline at this time, based on where you are at now when you are watching. So we will get some messages cards from a potential future person. We will get some advice and confirmations at the end as usual. And so let's get into your reading. So pile 1, you chose this Dream card, and I feel like perhaps you might be dreaming of this person already, or you might be manifesting. Some of you may be feeling a bit quiet, kind of almost like you're not necessarily looking for love. You may not feel very open. I'm getting a kind of a healing energy from this, like maybe you're in a process of healing. This bracelet of my mother's, my mother passed, and she actually passed on October 1st, and it was several years ago now. But perhaps some of you chose this energy because you're grieving a loss of some sort. There's maybe anniversaries around loss at the time of year when you are clicking on this. So there could be a healing, a quiet sort of hermit phase that you may be going through, but you don't have to. Just some of the different energies that I'm feeling coming through here. Someone manifesting, someone healing, and someone dreaming of a new person. And those are they can all go together, or they can be 3 separate energies depending on what you align with, what feels right for you. So let's go ahead and get into your overall energy. So we have gambling, problems with addiction or gambling, or bad finances. So what is coming towards you in love? There could be that you are struggling with your finances right now. This is another message around the healing. Some of you may actually be a little bit closed off to love and focusing on recovery of some sort from a financial downfall or an addiction or bad habit. It could also mean that opening up to love might feel risky to you in the next few months. You may be focusing on fixing your money. Just focusing on maybe even some of you taking risks with your finances, and maybe, calculated risks. They don't have to be foolish, but there's a lot of ways this card can be interpreted. But it could be that you could also be attracting someone with some of these issues. So that could be something to be aware of, to be on the lookout for, to make sure to ask those kind of questions of the people that you're meeting. Okay, we have isolation. Yeah, I am feeling that for this pile. Isolation is the feeling of being disconnected from others or the world, causing feelings of loneliness and exclusion. Isolation reminds you that solitude is also a part of self-healing and self-discovery. Let go of isolation, seek inner connection, and restore harmony with the outer world. So rather than isolating, this message is saying solitude, rather than isolation, is a productive form of self-healing and going within, but to be careful not to totally isolate yourself from others. So it does look like you may be going through a period of quiet. And I know this isn't always a message people want to hear about what is coming toward them in love, but you know, I read the messages as they come through, and I feel like there's always a pile with these kind of readings where someone just isn't open to love, or it's just not the right time, and Spirit is saying it's time to go within and heal. It doesn't mean that something can't bloom or that you can't meet people, but there is a sense of just kind of focusing inward. We have broken, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Yeah, because there's definitely a feeling here that something didn't happen the way that you had hoped or planned, and that there is a part of you that still needs to repair your broken heart. We have boss, master of wealth, risk, investment, management, leader. And I'm going to say it just because I don't look at these, you guys. So when they come out in this way because I shuffle and ask Spirit for the energy of the pile. So again, we have taking risks with money. So some of you could be investing. So be very careful not to invest in irresponsible ways. Yeah, you may be, some of you are doing work that feels like it's all consuming, like all you do is work. Maybe you have a boss that's very demanding of you. Some of you could be your own boss and you're just focusing on work and healing right now. Some of you, this could be a relationship with your boss, but it does feel like this could cause, I would say this would be like kind of a red flag. If you're working for someone, this might not be the best relationship for you. It could be very risky for you to get involved if you're thinking of getting involved with like an employer in a romantic relationship, okay? It could be something that turns sour or is very risky for your heart. So that's just coming up, so I just have to say it. We have universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. So this is so beautiful because I'm getting these little sparkly, you know, I'm seeing like fireflies, the energy of fireflies. So, yeah, I feel like most of you are going to be seeking some sort of spiritual healing over the next few months. This is a very somber energy I'm sitting in. And probably a lot of people will have already clicked off this pile, but those of you who need to hear this message are still here, and we're going to keep going. Number 7, awaiting results. This is the 7 of Pentacles. So again, this is about investment. So yeah, some of you may have made an investment that ended up, yeah, you may have lost a lot. So I feel like though we're asking about love. So it's like things feel risky right now. And it feels like there's something about not wanting to be open. So you're going to plant seeds. You're going to be in prayer or meditation. You're going to be focusing on dreaming and manifesting, focusing on being a leader in your own life. There's dollar bills, or, you know, bills right here. This is making me think of Monopoly. I've been playing that on my phone actually, and it's been a good way to kind of clear my head. Although it's not a good way to live. Anyways, side note, I'm not really super into capitalism, but anyways, my point is I just loved that game when I was a kid, and whatever. That's about me, but that could be important to someone. Maybe somebody's on their phone playing a lot of Monopoly, or playing, you know, doing just kind of things that kind of keep your mind active, but are kind of low risk. It's like low risk to play Monopoly, but it's high risk to gamble with your own money. You know what I'm saying? So something about not wanting to gamble your heart, not wanting to take risks with money, this just being a time of really building and focusing on yourself. And then true gem, joya verdadera, valor, calidad, joyera. So I don't know, anyone who speaks Spanish can let people know in the comments what these words mean. This deck does come in English as well. I just ended up with this one. So this is so beautiful. Look at this beautiful, beautiful purple energy. I feel like you are healing, getting in touch with your intuition, seeing your value, and you're not risking your value. Whether it is money, or this is an analogy for the value of your heart and your time, because the pentacles can also represent time. What is coming towards you? Oh, look, and look at this. I love this. What is coming towards you in love right now is healing, patience, maybe someone who wants to repair something with you, especially if you shared finances. But it does feel like the focus here is going to be more on repairing, working, investing, taking your time, learning how to value yourself, and learning what is risky and what is safe for you. Now, there's always a risk whenever we open our hearts, but no one should feel that they have to risk their heart if they're still feeling wounded or heartbroken. In fact, it's better not to try to enter into relationships when you're still grieving, because a lot of times it can just reinforce that wound, or we can act out of that wound, and it makes it difficult to open up to a new person and trust. So that is what I am seeing in your overall energy. So if you're still here, let's get into the tarot. So what is coming for you in love? For most of you watching, it's the end of 2025, so approximately the next 3 months. If you clicked on this at another time, it's just the approximate next 3 months. What is coming towards my viewers, please? The next 3 months in love. Okay, so what is coming towards you in love? We have the Empress. That's beautiful. So it looks like there's going to be something really beautiful. Someone who is serious about you. Someone could be a Taurus or a Libra. You could be, or your person could be. This is a life partner. And this is being treated with honor, value. This is actually really beautiful energy. And the Emperor. The Empress and the Emperor. For those of you that did not click off, who are actually very serious about healing and know that healing doesn't mean that there is no love coming. You have a life partner here. And this can also represent you balancing your own masculine and feminine energies. And this is very much two people who could be very financially lucrative. So this is like two people who are like in boss energy here. It could very well be that you're not meeting this person right away in the next 3 months, but that this is what you are attracting because you are taking the time to repair your heart, your finances. You're also being willing to take mature, intelligent risks once this healing has occurred for you. It's like you're dreaming big. So there's no more, I'm hearing scrubs. I can't believe I heard that in my car the other day. It's been years since I've heard that song. So Spirit's trying to lighten the mood here because there is a heaviness in this reading. And I mean, with the Empress and the Emperor coming out, that is powerful, divine counterpart, but material level, like an earthly partner. Someone who can match you in the earthly realm, not just a spiritual partner. Someone who's physically grounded. And we have Aries energy with the Emperor, but the signs don't have to matter. Let's get into the rest of your reading here. Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Love. New love. And this to me feels like new love, okay? But really, we have to get more details about this. So the Nine of Wands, Justice. Some of you are actually going to find a marriage partner here. For a few of you, yeah. I'm going to get all the cards out though so I can just read the energies here. We're just going to do clarifiers and I'm just going to read the energies. So we have the Queen of Cups clarifying the Empress. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. And it just goes to show you not to make assumptions based on something like, you know, needing to isolate or heal or, you know, that sort of thing. So we have Two of Wands and Four of Swords clarifying the Emperor. Clarifying Ace of Cups, please. The Hangman. Well, there's piranhas under the Hangman. That is a very intense card. Temperance. So Sagittarius energy with that. Justice is more Libra energy. And the Ten of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. Wow. A beautiful new beginning here for you. You are going to be receiving justice for a very painful cycle. You may have experienced betrayal, very severe betrayal. Most of you have with this overall energy here. But what's happening here, what is coming towards you in love? Learning to love yourself with the Queen of Cups, clarifying the Empress, really honoring yourself. And I do feel like someone here is coming in who is wanting to help you heal. With the Two of Wands and the Four of Swords, I do feel with that clarifying the Emperor, this is something that is in process. This may not manifest in the physical within the next 3 months, because this is like someone who's planning, someone who could even be planning travel, or, you know, this person might not live near you yet. You may not have met this person yet, but if you have, you could just be, you know, this, it feels like it's not someone that you have been close to, right? For a few of you, it's someone that you have had a separation with returning, and I cannot control the fact that past people come through tarot readings, even though I know everyone really wants, when they ask for singles readings, you don't really want your ex. Most of you are like, no, please, but sometimes some people do, and so there is a portion of you that are on a counterpart journey who will have a reconnection with a counterpart, okay? But for the rest of you, with these aces here, I'm feeling like this is new love after a period of healing, and maybe making a lot of risky choices in love and sacrificing your dreams. And I feel like you have learned from these experiences, you've grown, and you are drawing in someone who can meet you at your level, someone who is responsible, who's financially stable, or at least is working on that. And it does feel with the Two of Wands and the Four of Swords here, clarifying the Emperor, there is silence right now, or a healing period for, if you identify as the feminine energy here, your Emperor, if you're the Empress, is in a process of healing as well, okay? And in a process of making plans, some sort of travel plans, or just looking forward to the next thing. But still has one foot in the world that they're in. So I feel like this is that message of what you are seeking is seeking you, okay? The Ace of Cups and the Hangman gives me the feeling again that this is a period of waiting. This is a period of gaining new perspective. We have Pisces energy, Neptune energy with the Hangman. So you are opening your heart again after a period of being very broken. And so there is a need to take your time. And I feel like this is something that's going to move very, very slowly. With the Temperance energy here, it's something that's going to require patience, but there is beautiful union energy here. A lot of union, and even for some of you, actual marriage that will eventually result from this connection. With the Nine of Wands, this is like wounded warrior energy, someone who doesn't want to give up, but someone who is very guarded. So again, there's still a feeling of, I am healing from something that was very, very painful. And I believe that you and this person coming in, or that maybe you have already met and you're communicating with, a lot of you are not, but some of you may be. They're showing me these two cups and how there are, you know, mostly you're putting your energy into your own cups, you know, pouring that love back and forth between the cups. The Temperance angels are coming in and healing you, that kind of energy, right? And this can be a period of sobriety from addiction as well. Temperance is sobriety. It's a sobering kind of healing, nurturing, slow-moving energy. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but there. Okay, so there's a feeling that there is new love, but it's almost like you can't see it. So for those of you that this person's already in your periphery, because Spirit is coming through and saying some of you have met this person and there is some sort of correspondence here. But it's maybe it's infrequent or it's very limited. It can result in love that ends up being a long-term committed relationship or even a traditional marriage. If you are very patient and you don't give up on yourself. And I'm seeing this tree growing here, and you know, it's very rooted, and this is giving me that same feeling where the flowers are growing on this, what looks like almost looks like a nymph or something. And there's like a pink moon. These are very similar looking cards. So this is very much a time of not giving up on yourself, but allowing yourself to be slow, methodical, patient, and really not just jumping in with, like, you know, fool energy. So I feel like some of you, there's something here about like being risky in other ways and needing to be careful not to replace a broken heart or feeling an empty feeling in love with other unhealthy habits. If you happen to have like a codependent or unhealthy connection or a toxic connection in the past that you're healing from, there is a caution not to escape into unhealthy habits, but to focus on healing and grounding. Because if you do that, if you choose that, this is what's coming in for you. Something that's slow, something new, something that's honest, truthful. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, things are changing for you. 5 of Pentacles. We have more Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune. We have a snake and I don't know if that's a peacock. I'm not sure. We've got an Ouroboros snake here too. He's eating his tail. So there's something very spiritual, very fated about what's coming in for you. Your fortune is changing. So things are changing. I'm hearing from the Quran, actually, after hardship, there is ease, right? So you have probably experienced quite a bit of hardship, whether it was financial or emotional or both. And things are changing in your favor, but you are being given the guidance to take your time. This is actually very powerful, okay? It is the end of a very painful cycle of, you know, a betrayal, feeling like, you know, out of your control too, like things have been out of your control. And yeah, just receiving this, the balancing of scales and divine justice when it comes to love. So that's actually very powerful. So what do my pile threes? Oh wait, hang on. I almost forgot. Where did I put it? Sorry, I cleaned up the other day and I wanted to use these oracle cards. How are we doing? Okay. 33:22 on the timer, by the way. So anything else about what is coming toward my lovely pile ones in the next 3 months in love? Self-care, energy. Yeah. Low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, retreat. So that's a confirmation. And then feminine energy. So this is, if you identify as the feminine, you are tapping into your intuition, you're nurturing yourself. Look at these images here. Focusing maybe on creative projects. There is some wounded, insecure victim energy that needs to be released. Okay. And you don't, that can just be your feminine side. You don't have to identify. A lot of people watch these. So anything else, Spirit? You can be either gender is what I'm trying to say. Spirit guides, assistance, divine guidance, signs and synchronicity, guardian. Yes, you are being divinely guided. You are protected. You are watched over. Okay. So maybe a lot of you are going to be asking your spirit guides. Look at this. Praying. If you're religious, or both. Okay. Anything else? My pile ones. Autumn timing card, starting over, soul growth, clearing new intentions. So if you're watching this, it is autumn right now. I mean, if you're watching this when it's released. If not, this is just showing up as a season of renewal. So this is a time to set new intentions, to grow, to start over. And for some of you, this could be when things change for you. If it isn't autumn when you're watching this, this could be the time when you really are starting to feel ready to bring in something new. But it is a season of things falling away. So one more card, please. External party situations, karmic partner, friends, family, work, other people, obligations. Now, in this case, I don't see this as third party situations in love. What I see here is you focusing on work, on your friends, on your family, on other people, on obligations, going to parties even. And so this is a period of time where you're going to spend some time in isolation, and then you are going to slowly come out of this isolation and maybe start spending time with other people more. Yeah. And healing. If you did have third-party situations, if someone chose someone else over you, there is a healing here. But I can't deny that there is a message for some of you who do want a person to return, okay? And even if you don't want a person to return, Spirit is saying for some of you, someone is going to return, and you're going to have a choice here because you have two paths with this Two of Wands energy. So some of you are going to have the past revisit in some way, but you will have reached a place of growth, right? And so it's going to be up to you whether you want to repeat something with someone who you felt you had a lot of karma with new intentions and clearing the slate between the two of you. But for most of you, this is about choosing love, choosing new, and yeah, sort of something that feels pure, something where this person has never caused you any harm. So you're starting off with a really stable foundation, and you may meet this person through friends or family or work. And again, there's some sort of warning here about not getting involved with your boss for some of you, okay? And we have Jupiter action. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune energy here. So Sagittarius energy coming through again. And autumn is Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius season. Sag is bordering, kind of crosses over just into winter. But this is a period of expansion and growth, going after what you love, pursuing your passion, having some adventure. And look at, there's some autumn leaves here. New opportunities and good fortune. So things are turning in your favor. Oh, and now we have an Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands. New start, attraction, creation, desire, new venture, job, or action. Yes, some of you are getting a new job, or you're becoming your own boss. You're taking a chance with leaving your career to become your own boss, to start a business. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for my pile ones. What is your advice? Go with the flow. Yes, so allow this season to work with you. I'm hearing like, don't resist some of this healing or this time alone, because I feel like the energy that you will regain within yourself is going to propel you into something very expansive, very lucrative, and possibly a life partner here. So resisting this period of silence, isolation, going within and healing is more likely to prolong the pain. But surrendering to this and to the wisdom of your body, of your heart, and of the divine will allow this expansion to occur for you. Communication, yes, especially when it comes to communicating. We have sea turtle here. I do feel like some of you have met someone that you are in contact with, that maybe there's a little bit of a spark or a newness here, but it's just not time to take things serious or move things in that direction. So just, I'm hearing like, be easy. Take it easy. Easy does it. Oh, that's my mom coming through. My mom was in recovery. And She had that bumper sticker on her car. Easy does it. Okay, we're not going to cry over Mom. Okay. This is the month of October, and it is only about, it's right now I'm filming on October 10th, and yeah, so it's very close to my mother's anniversary of her passing, so forgive me if I'm a bit weepy or tender about that. Let's get you a little more advice, and then we will go into some potential messages and confirmations. Feather, think first before you judge. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. This is a little game that people play. So this is giving autumn vibes with the cauldron and the skull here as well. So, but this is giving me the feeling of like, take things easy, take things light. And something about like having your friends support you and spending time in having fun, playing lighthearted games, because this is something that kids do, right? Yeah, I don't really know what else to say on that one, but some of you could be going to like holiday parties like Halloween, or just spending time with friends and taking things more lightly. And also something about not judging people based on your past pain, especially if there is someone that you're talking to. Okay, one more advice card. Garden, something lovely will grow from this. 15. Yes, and that's devil card energy. So if you had some sort of pain or suffering or betrayal, something really beautiful is going to grow from it. And this is very heavy autumn energy as well. But especially if there is something new here, I do feel like if you have recently met someone, for those of you that have, letting go and not trying to force it into a particular box or category right now and giving yourself time to heal is going to allow something beautiful to grow between you and this person. And I feel like some of you will be surprised. It might not be who you think it is, or it's like maybe some of you have like a little tiny crush on someone, but you're also still hurting. And so that is coming through for some of you, like not to force it, okay? And dragons, slay them all, number 6. So that's Lover's card energy. Yeah, interesting that she has a prosthetic here, so that could be significant in some way. But yeah, this is a period of time where you're slaying those inner dragons, anything that's keeping you from having the dream, whatever it is that you dream or want in love or in life. Something about building your own castle. Maybe it even feels like, yeah, there's something bigger than you that's like kept you from having that sanctuary. Like in order to enter this castle, this sanctuary, this place, she has to slay the dragons to get through the door. So something about choices in love and choosing to be brave. And, you know, even if you feel like you have some sort of handicap or something that makes you more vulnerable, still facing those demons, those dragons from within and maybe from without as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get messages from your potential partner. Now, for these messages, some of them may feel like they're from a past person, and a few of you do have a counterpart journey going on here. So you're going to have to distinguish which messages feel right for you based on which storyline you identify with in this reading, okay? So what does their potential love interest want to say? These can also be messages from the divine. So these are the ones I was led to pull for your group. Why can't you see my heart? So maybe this is someone where you feel like they don't realize your feelings, or yeah, there's something about not really being able to see the potential here yet. The sun will shine again. You are perfect to me, flaws and all. Love takes effort from both of us. No challenge is too big for us to overcome. Tell me what your heart needs. My needs and feelings deserve to be heard. And release the past. And look at that autumn energy. So, Yeah, I think both of you are in a process of healing, or this person's going to be very patient with you. And this is going to be a connection where there's reciprocal effort. Someone's going to be asking you. There's so much about actually being seen, being heard here. I am worthy of the love I seek. So some of these are just messages from your higher self as well. For those of you that just don't feel ready, right? There's something very big. Your pain has a purpose. Yeah, for those of you who don't feel ready, your pain has a purpose. This is such a sweet reading. I am sending so much love to my pile ones. You are amazing. Now, we are going to get some confirmations to see who this person might resemble, or what cultural ethnicity, or maybe country, or some sort of synchronicity here with locations and some attributes and features. And we'll get letters and numbers as well. So we have Europe, so someone could have European descent or live there. We have North Africa, and we have Western Europe specifically, and Japan. And I was being guided to the cherry blossom oracle cards when I picked this stuff up, so that Japan energy is coming through. Definitely. So some attributes of this person who you might encounter. We have studious, flirtatious. This one wants to come out. Shy. So this could be you or your person as well. That sometimes happens with these. Hardworking, health conscious, and affectionate. And some physical attributes. We have average height, man bun or beard, or both, mustache, whole thing. Oh, or beard. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. Okay, someone could have straight hair, and someone could have brown hair or brown curly hair. We didn't get any eye color. Short hair. Okay, that's okay though. And okay. So, get a few letters and numbers. I'll grab one more sign. Okay, so potential letters, numbers, signs. So these could spell words. It could be your person's initials or yours. You may be seeing the number 666. So, and that's a lot about grounding and healing. It's not actually like the devil's number or anything, for those of you that are concerned about that. Yeah, and we have 66. I'm hearing Route 66, so travel could be important in this connection. It's coming in, or you could be traveling. We have a number 2. We have an 8, so someone could be 28 or 82. But we also have these numbers 9, 8, 1, 3, and 12. So these could relate to dates, area codes, phone numbers, zip codes, particular ages, birthdays, things like that, right? Or houses for these signs. And then what we have here is Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Capricorn. And we have the third eye and the base chakra. So this is going to be a very intuitive connection. And this really goes along with the overall energy of like focusing on honing your intuition and finding spiritual guidance and being clear-sighted and also building foundations. So this is going to be a very grounded yet intuitive connection that's coming in for you. And we have A, J, apple juice. Oh, I just heard appy juice, which is what my son used to call it when he was little. Appy juice. We have Y, oi. We have an F. We have another O. We have a B, U. We have an H. I'm hearing bruh. We have an M. I'm hearing mojo. Mojo. Mr. Mojo rising. We have an E, an X. Yeah, for some of you, there is an X, and I'm sorry if you don't want that. You don't have to choose it. We have another Y, We have an exclamation point. I feel like some of you are going to be kind of surprised, especially because this reading took a turn after the overall energy of like something really beautiful and very long lasting coming in. We have a U, and after maybe what you've been through, that might feel very shocking to you. We have a question mark. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you don't see this coming, or you don't know this person yet, and you're just manifesting this. We have a C, we have an S, we have a G, another U, we have an N, and we have an E. Okay, so we aren't going to do the closing out card for this reading because this one's kind of long already, but thank you so much for choosing me to read for you. Oh, hang on. And that's what I say for personals, so maybe some of you are going to get a personal. Normally I have a whole different spiel at the end, but there's a couple juicy love messages for you guys. I want to use these actually in every pile at the end. So we have, there is no one else on this earth for me but you. Yeah, you are going to feel like a match on a lot of levels with this person coming in. Sometimes all I can think about is our bodies intertwined, and I want to shower you with kisses and make you melt into my arms. And I want to feel your breath on my neck and the weight of your body on mine. So this is going to be a very passionate connection, as well as being something grounded and romantic and loyal. So thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please do like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends. It helps my channel to grow. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or another video. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you chose the Frosted Amazonite Tasbih or prayer beads and this mantra card with the Oneness Tarot, this is going to be a reading. So we do have the overall energy coming towards you in love. This is approximately the next 3 months. If you're watching when I'm filming, it's for the end of 2025, but this can be timeless, so keep that in mind. But yeah, we'll get into some oracle cards as well, advice, and a few potential messages from this person coming in, as well as some confirmations. So you can have maybe a little bit of an idea of this person's signs or initials, something like that. So we'll do all that as usual. So let's get into your reading about what is coming towards you in love, what is coming for you. So I feel like this is someone maybe you've been praying for. Some of you may participate in a particular religion or spiritual belief where you actually use prayer beads or mantras. So it does feel like this is a period of time where you are feeling very centered, very grounded in yourself, and you are drawing in something that is of a spiritual vibration. So what is coming towards you in love? For a lot of you, it's something that you have prayed for and have asked the divine to bring into your life. So that's really beautiful. Let's go ahead and get into the overall energy. So honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. So you may be attending a wedding in the next 3 months, or perhaps you will be getting married. For some of you, this does signify that you may be going on a honeymoon, okay? Or you're in that honeymoon phase of getting to know someone, falling in love, feeling a lot of romantic feelings. Maybe this is going to be your +1 at someone else's honeymoon or wedding, or there could also just be travel involved here in order to meet one another with this airplane. So let's go ahead and continue with the overall energy here. We have letting go. Letting go is the process of releasing all past emotions and experiences, freeing you from the heavy burdens. Letting go reminds you that only by releasing the past can you embrace a new phase of life, allowing yourself to move forward with a lighter heart. So yeah, most of you are really letting go of the past and maybe doing a lot of emotional cleansing. It feels like this is a period of time where you are really embracing something new and you're moving forward. So this does feel like a new person, okay, coming in. We have time, waiting cycles, moments. So something about between December and January could be important, or November 13th, December 13th, or January 13th, or even February 13th is what I'm hearing from this stopwatch. Someone could also have a stopwatch. That could be like a signifier. But it feels like, yeah, you're being very patient. So there is maybe a period of patience, timing here, where maybe it's not going to happen immediately, but it's something you've been waiting for. We have reader, seeker of knowledge, knowledge pursuer, explorer of information. So you could be doing a lot of reading. Your person, I'm hearing your person could like hoodies. Some of you, your person could look like this, or, you know, whenever there's images on the cards, you know, you can relate to that image, or it doesn't have to be that way though. You could be an avid reader. You could be spending a lot of time reading, researching. You could be, yeah, some of you could just be letting go of how this comes in and when it comes in, and just really focusing on your studies. But you could be in a process too of getting to know somebody, for some of you, and just going with the flow of it. And yeah, because some of you are going to be in that getting to know someone, feeling new feelings, or traveling to meet each other, or, you know, getting married. We have trust. Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. So yeah, you are definitely being led by the divine to this person through the process of letting go, through the process of trusting, through prayer, mantra, manifestation, maybe reading books about like healthy relationships, or reading religious texts like a Bible, a Quran, Bhagavad Gita, something like that. Is that the name of that book? I'm trying to be all inclusive here, but I don't know the name of all the religious texts out there. We have daydreams and decisions, number 7. So yes, this is very spiritual connection for some of you. Some of you could even wear these kind of robes or hijab, or there's kind of a feeling of it's okay if love doesn't come in as long as my connection to the divine is pure. So some of you could really be having more of a love relationship with the divine. With the 7 of Cups, there's something about really calling this in, dreaming and wishing, but closing your eyes to any of the distractions or any of the unhealthy options, and really becoming devout in your spiritual practice, or to self-love and the process of healing and letting go. And it could be that you're getting to know different people here, but making a very thoughtful, introspective decision. Like, does this align with my values, whatever those values are, especially if they're spiritual or religious? And we have young male, chico joven, deportivo coches juvenil. So anyone who speaks Spanish, feel free to put these words in the comments. I mentioned that in POW 1 as well, because I have these in Spanish and English, the Amira's Love Oracle, and she sent them to me, so thank you so much. A while ago, actually, she sent them, and my friend Basira mailed them to me recently, so super excited to have these cards. Sorry for the little interlude, but yeah, everyone thank Basira and Amira. So this could be a young male that you're attracting in, or you could be a young male. This person could be, I do feel like there could be travel, like someone picking you up to take you out or meet you, driving to you, or taking you on a drive. But there could be an age difference here, or you could just be a young person. Okay, so that is the overall energy. So let's get into the tarot to see what is coming toward my lovely pile 2s in love for either the end of the year, if you're watching this in October 2025 or near that time, or the next 3 months, because this can be timeless. So what is coming toward my pile 2s in love, Spirit? What is coming toward my pile 2s in love? And unless the reversal is flagged, I won't be taking reversals. So, all right. So we have the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Wands, yeah, I feel like it's something that you've been very focused on, manifesting. So there's something about making really honest plans, something about having a realization that this is the direction you want to go, or this is the person that you want to move toward. What is coming towards you in love? Ace of Cups, in the same position as pile 1. So some people could be continuing on from that pile. This could be a progression. That pile was a lot of healing and solitude, but this pile is maybe what happens as a result of that healing and solitude. For those who watch these as a progression, that can happen. Present moment. And then we have the Two of Pentacles that came out with the King of Pentacles, or the embodiment of Pentacles. Sorry, that's the Three of Pentacles. Let me just get the clarifiers out and I'll read the energies here. We have the High Priestess. Confirmation beeps. That's your intuition. Beep, beep. The embodiment of Swords, or the King of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Inspiration of Wands, or the Page of Wands. So this feels like a very new energy after a decision to let someone go. So this has been a very, I'm hearing like a challenging process. Some of you are letting go of an ex. You really are, because you have this choice. Like, you can either move forward really, really clear in your mind that it's time to let go of this person from the past, to really come in to this season, whatever season you're watching this, with newness and a healed mind and heart. So this is something that you are drawing in with your intuition. And I'm hearing that you know the truth. So it's going to be really clear to you, like something about this person is going to just be like, yes, this is the person, right? And you're narrowing your focus. Some of you are really in the process of narrowing your focus with this ring. It reminds me of a tire though. So I don't know why, but there's something about really narrowing your focus. So maybe you're going to be talking with the Seven of Cups energy to multiple people and getting to know them and narrowing your focus down to who is going to be the most honest, truthful, aligned match for you. There's definitely new love here with the Ace of Cups. Someone maybe even saying, I love you. And this feeling of like playfulness and peace, a very joyful energy here that could lead to the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this is like new love leading to a legacy. So that you could be meeting someone who has the potential to be your life partner, your spouse here. And I do feel like this person is already in your life with this present moment card. So for some of you, you've already met this person, or you feel them intuitively. So you're following that guidance in this present moment to this person. I really do feel for a lot of you though, this person is, they're in your periphery if you're not already communicating with them. But I do feel like there is some sort of communication. There could be air sign here with the King of Swords. The High Priestess is a Virgo energy, also a Cancer energy as well. With the Nine of Wands clarifying the present moment though, you could be a bit guarded. I feel like you're determined though. This card always gives me this feeling of, even if you're feeling vulnerable, right, and it's risky, you are determined to jump into those feelings, to that ocean, and, you know, swim in it. And there was a sea turtle reference in the advice card in pile 1. So some of you may want to look at that if you're feeling like you're not ready for this, okay? Because that is kind of a slow moving solitude type of energy there. But this is much more like talking, meeting, being patient, learning and growing, and narrowing your options down. And with the Inspiration of Wands, there's definitely communication. There's definitely, you know, talk of future plans. And there is a feeling of like a creative spark or something that has been ignited and is moving forward with this Three of Pentacles. There's a foundation being built here. But with this Eight of Cups, it's like there's still this letting go. So I do feel like there's kind of a bridge here. So this isn't like I am, this next 3 months, there's literally a process of finally cutting the cord from something in the past and then actually moving toward new love. So I feel like for most of you watching pile 2, there's going to be a little bit of time after letting go, and then you're going to meet this person and you're going to build something with them. And this is life partner, embodiment of pentacles. That's also sugar daddy energy. So, earth sign energy, but that's someone who really wants to build a foundation, someone who's going to honor you, value you. And this could be for some of you like a work connection or a school connection. I do feel like with the reader card here too, it could be, for some of you, like a school connection or some sort of even like a book club or something like that. But that's just very specific. But this is really beautiful energy. So yeah, realizing what it is you want, who you want, following your intuition, really tapping into the truth of what is right for you, honoring yourself, narrowing down your choices, being very clear. You're using your logic. This isn't just you're not just going after anything fun and exciting. It will be fun and exciting, and it will feel like young love in a way, like new love, like crushy kind of love. But it's not something where you're going to make irresponsible decisions. You're going to make very, very deeply well thought out decisions with this person, educated decisions. And it feels like what you're drawing in is someone who is able to be honorable, clear, true, mature, and grounded, and can offer you something stable here. And you may meet this person, and meeting them is going to trigger that final thread being cut from the past. Like so it may take a little bit of time for you to want to dive into this when you meet this person, but it's like your heart is going to open. I do feel like both of you are going to feel something. Like I just feel both of you like feeling fun and playful and happy, and wanting to have clear, honest communication about where this is leading, and wanting something very serious. Inspiration of Pentacles. Yeah, look at this. This book, 10 of Cups. So this is leading to something really beautiful. Inspiration of Cups. Look at all of these pages. So yeah, you're definitely narrowing your options here. So you could be getting to know multiple people, and following not only your heart and not only your passion, but also following what is grounded and what is and you're making an educated guess about what would make you happy. But I feel like this person for you is going to really check all the boxes. And now we have the Spirit of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are actually finding your marriage partner. And I know people who watch tarot honestly are very skeptical about that. I have to say, as a tarot reader on YouTube, but I read the energy as I see it, and I see you potentially finding a long-term relationship partner here, and having a lot of fun conversations, and expressing a lot of emotion, and feeling a newness and a lot of happiness. The 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Someone that lights you up, and also you have wonderful conversations, and you share common interests. And yeah, 10 10 10, after a period of feeling betrayed, things feeling barren, right? This is really, really beautiful. Knight of Cups, a wish come true. So you're going to find that golden egg for some of you. Yeah, so this is really beautiful. So I feel like pile 1 was a lot longer reading. I felt like I had to be much more gentle and kind of go slow, and really was some people who are experiencing a lot of heartbreak were in pile 1. But I feel like you guys have done a lot more healing, or if you're still in that stage, this is going to happen faster than you expect, that healing. If you just kind of let go and go with the flow, allow that spiritual energy to come in and infuse you with inspiration, right? And trust that the divine, loves you, and that there's somebody for you. So yeah, fears, illusions, interesting. Limitations, anxiety, comfort zone, overthinking, negative outlook. So there is a need to overcome your fears around people, I think, yeah. Oh, there's just a scream. Okay. Some of you could be like watching horror movies if you're watching this in the fall. This is about coming out of your shell. So there is a need to come out of your comfort zone here and trust. So some of you are still going to be experiencing some fears. This might trigger anxiety, talking to new people and meeting new people. So there is a need to overcome the fear of a painful ending or betrayal in order for this to come in. There will be a need to let go and cut a cord here. But it feels like that's the choice that most of you are making, because you're not giving up on love. You're not giving up on yourself with that Nine of Wands energy. What is coming toward my pile threes? Ace of Fire, passion. Yeah, so just be aware that, some of you are afraid that this person or these people are going to be coming towards you with passion. So there's going to be a lot of attraction, a lot of desire. Some of you might be getting a new job. Yeah, you might meet this person at a new job that you get. But just be aware that this person that is showing up in this reading, that you choose, okay, they're not going to come towards you with passion. They're going to respect and honor you, right? There could be a lot of fun, creative conversation. There could be attraction, but that's not the approach this person's going to take, right? They're going to, I'm hearing like with this image, right? They're going to close their eyes and they're not going to be looking at you that way. They're going to be calming themselves, like closing their eyes. What I was trying to say with that is like, they're going to close. What am I trying to say? Spirit, what are you trying to tell me? They're going to calm their desires is what I'm trying to say, right? So there is a fear here that people are going to approach you that way. And really, if somebody approaches you directly with a lot of passion, a lot of desire, with nothing grounded, that's not the one. That's what I'm hearing. Like, that's not the one. So trust yourself if you get a gut feeling, right? That somebody is just approaching you with passion and no foundation here. And that's not what you want. I mean, if you want a fling, then I feel like some of you have that option. But if this is such a spiritual energy in this pile, I don't feel like that's what you're looking for. Okay. So you're looking for a life partner, someone whose soul can meet you at your level and someone who can honor you. Doubts, lonely, negativity, not hopeful, discontent. So this is what is coming in, and the shadow side. This is what you will need to overcome. Okay. And you know what? I feel like you and your person you're going to meet someone who has also felt lonely. And I think when you meet this person, it's going to be so beautiful because you're going to bring each other back to life. After feeling like it's never going to happen for me. There's a lot of like negativity here, outlook being like just not hopeful. So yeah, I feel like the two of you are going to bring each other out of that state, but you're both in that process. So, it's not all like butterflies and sunshine and rainbows, even though it is a lot of that in this reading. You're overcoming something pretty serious here. So let's see. Mars, hot. Passion, lust, anger, attraction, vitality, action. And Venus, offer. Romance, love, beauty, creative arts, wealth, harmony, attraction, and offer. So this is like an Ace of Cups. This is like, an Ace of Wands as well in some ways. So Mars and Venus, this is interesting. So you're both going to feel a lot of love and a lot of passion. This is going to be a very fiery connection. And both of you are maybe going to be like, I'm scared. There may have to be a lot of restraint in this connection, right? But I do feel like this is really beautiful. If you two can overcome your fears and keep yourselves from veering into dangerous territory, is what I'm hearing. There's going to be so much attraction, but neither of you are going to want to take advantage of the other. So this is beautiful. This is new love. With Venus and Mars, there is like an Emperor, Empress energy coming through this pile as well. Divine counterpart energy, or just like soul level love, and Taurus and Libra with Venus, and we have Aries and Scorpio energy with Mars. So if you can overcome these fears and doubts, but you will be facing them, but if you can overcome them, there's something really powerful here. And there is a need to navigate potential options here. And you might, you know, experience the need to do a lot of like mantras or things to calm you down, to keep you in the moment. All right, so what is my pile two's advice, please, Spirit, for what is coming toward them in love? What is their advice? The future. Yeah. Be open to the future. Look at this. You see that? Synchronicity. So, and the sea turtle. Again, I love sea turtles. I love otters. Okay, I'm just going to geek out on ocean creatures. I'm just hearing it's on its way. And create that energy of you're in this manifestation energy. These hands, some of you do like hand mantras or light language or whatever, but it's like put your dreams, your wishes, your desires out there to the divine, however you do that, and just be patient. Be patient with yourself, be patient with the process, be patient with your fears, and with this person who's coming in. Love. Yeah, because you're falling in love, my dears. There's love coming. It's in your future. Okay, this is your future love. So any more advice from my pile twos? Lavender. Yes, 19. Some of you are going to need to deal with some anxiety here. So lavender is a wonderful anti-anxiety. You can drink it as tea. You can make bundles. You can burn it. You can make sachets. You can wear the essential oil. But surround yourself with love, number 19. So surround yourself with the people that you love, with friends, with family. Somebody could have an orange tabby. But yeah, this is really beautiful. Allow love in is what I'm hearing. Trust that love is coming for you. Okay, and 18. Yeah, and 18 and 19. So there are some steps here. Tree, let them go. Yeah. So for pile 2, you guys are letting go of your ex. For most of you, you are really not, you're not doing it. It's done. I mean, the tree is burning, the cord is cutting. So some of you are doing cord cutting rituals. Maybe you're burning old letters. Maybe you're doing a digital cleanse of their photos, but this isn't going to be your ex. Okay? Yeah, every hurricane comes to an end. Storm 44. So you could live where there are hurricanes, but you know what? This is a pile where you're bringing in something entirely new, something really beautiful, something lasting and loyal. So let's go ahead and get some confirmations for you to see who this person might be. And we'll get some messages from your potential person here. So let's get you some love messages from this potential person, or maybe someone you're already talking to. I fell in love with you the moment we connected. I will be there by your side when you're ready. Yeah, because some of you aren't quite ready. I can feel your presence even though we are apart. You are my wish fulfillment and I want you only. Yeah, some of you haven't met this person yet, or there's a distance. I've been working on my self-love and self-worth. Yeah, you both are working on that self-worth. Nothing really makes sense without you. I will come back towards you when the time is right. Especially if you have like maybe a first meeting and it feels like you're not quite ready. This person might have to come back in a little while. You may slow this down. Okay. Connect to me telepathically through meditation. Yeah, this feels like a soul level connection here. I would like to give this another chance. I do feel like this is very much not your ex. So this is about meeting someone and maybe it doesn't get off quite on the right foot because you're not quite ready. So more of a missed connection, okay? And your beautiful soul is what I crave the most. And we both still need more time to heal and grow from it. Yeah, so for some of you, this has to grow from a friendship, or it's moving very slow because things aren't quite healed or detached from in the past. And I can't stop thinking about you. Okay, so confirmations. We're going to start with locations. So these could be where you or your person are from, or ancestry, or there could be a synchronicity. And if you don't see something that you feel fits, we might not know this yet because you may not have met this person, but these are just extra. We have Eastern Europe coming out. We have, whoa, these get very jumpy. South America coming out, Russia, and North Africa. So again, these are just very specific things. Oh, something else wants to come out, USA. So they don't have to apply to you, okay? And islands. I guess you're getting a lot because a lot wanted to come out. So someone could live in a country that is an island. Okay, so here's some characteristics, some attributes that your person might have, or these could also identify you to help you identify this as your pile. We have deep voice, health conscious, and hardworking. Yeah, health conscious and hardworking came out in pile 1 as well. We have masculine. So someone who is very confident in their masculine energy, or you could be a masculine watching. Outdoorsy. Driven, loyal, and conservative. And bright. So someone could really love bright colors, or someone could just be very bright energy, or someone could be very intelligent. I'm hearing like well-educated. So average height and beard. So we're getting repeats from pile 1. I'm going to put those back because I want to try to get something new for this pile. Okay, straight hair. This was also in pile 1. So some of you have messages in pile 1. Okay, come on, Spirit, just for this pile. So someone may have wavy, medium length hair. Someone could be muscular. Someone could have a man bun. Again, that was from pile 1. And we have hazel eyes, and we have mole. Okay, and what's under there? Beard, yeah. All right, so some of you are getting a very strong nudge that if this doesn't feel like you're ready for this, to go watch pile 1. It's a very healing pile, actually. So, all right, so we're going to get some letters, numbers. If we get some chakras, they might come out. We have signs. Okay, and I'm just going to get everything out here, and then I'll go over it with you. Okay, so we have 6, 3, 5, 4, and 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, there are steps that need to, this is going to happen, I think, like in a natural progression of steps. Okay. So we have Scorpio and Libra and Sagittarius and Capricorn in this pile. We also have the sacral chakra and throat chakra and the base chakra. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of passion. Okay, the Middle East wanted to pop out now too. Okay, so a lot of people are watching pile 2. So there's going to be a lot of communication. This is going to be a very passionate connection. You're going to feel that kind of activation, but there is also going to be something very stable and very grounding about this person, okay, and this connection. We have a 999 and a 444, so you might be seeing those angel numbers. And then we have 66, and we have 4 and 0, so you can put those numbers together with 44. The 2 4s. Anyways, you can add those numbers together, and it could be someone's age, it could be a zip code, area code, life path number, birthday, things like that. We have a W, we have I, we have T, so someone could be very witty. We have an M, we have a $sign. So yeah, this is going to be a connection where I feel like there's going to be someone here who's, it's going to be a connection where there's stable financial footing, either in one or both parties, or being together, coming together is going to be something that will be financially lucrative for both of you. You might be able to build your finances together. I don't know if I said that was an M, but that's actually another W. We have an A, a Q, we have a question mark. Yeah, a question mark. You might be asking people a lot of questions to get to know them. You might have a list of questions to find out if somebody like matches who, you need in your life, like kind of comparing and contrasting type of pro-con lists. We have an N, we have an O. Yeah, some of the people you're just gonna be like, nope, that's not right for me. We have an I, noise. Oh my gosh, that's a little restaurant in California, in Baywood. So some of you might know that place. We have an E, we have an H, we have a V, we have an L, we have an S, we have a P. I'm hearing shovel. I don't know, someone might need to shovel their driveway, may live where there's snow. We have a D, PDA, oh my goodness. We have an X, we have an O, XOXO. Someone might like type that, or hugs and kisses. This person might be very affectionate. Yeah. We have a B, and we have a C, we have a G, and we have another N. So someone could have double letters, double initials. So I'm going to end it there today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this didn't resonate for you, you can choose another pile or another video. I do personal readings. My email's in the description. I appreciate you being here. I wish you the best, and I hope to see you again. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 3. If you chose this kyanite ankle bracelet, made by a friend of mine in Cambria, California, for me, and the cleanse card here, and the Orion's Animal Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we will get into the overall energy coming towards you in love in the next 3 months, and then we will get into the tarot and some oracle cards for a bigger picture of what is coming in. And we will have some messages from the potential person and some advice and confirmations as well, as usual. So for pile 3, you may be going through a period of cleansing your energy. You may love rocks, gems. You may have a salt lamp. Something about the full moon. Maybe we just passed a full moon as I'm filming this, so you may have done a lot of releasing and cleansing of your energy to draw something new. Kyanite aligns your chakras. Kyanite is a very cleansing stone. It keeps your energy in alignment when you wear it, and you keep it on your person. So some of you might want to get some if you don't already have some, but I feel like a lot of you are in this process of just clearing, cleansing your energy, tuning in. Some of you could have a septum ring or a lip piercing. You don't have to though, but you could have piercings. So let's go ahead and get into the overall energy for you, pile 3. Move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. Yeah, so some of you may be moving on from something that felt like it was wasting your time. I'm hearing no more time wasters. So yeah, it's like some of you have really, there's an open window here and an open door. So I think you're just now, some of you really starting to open up to something new. Like you're really realizing that you don't want to waste any more time if people are unavailable. And you're just going to move on. If someone is unavailable, you're like, nope, I'm just going to move on and clear my energy and keep going. We have anticipation. Anticipation is the desire for the future, filling you with energy and motivation. When anticipation arises, it will guide your direction and inspire you to work toward your goals. Let anticipation fuel your success. Yeah, so you are in a period of anticipating something new. So you're very like, there's something about letting this kind of cool, calm, sad sort of, there's just this calm, quiet energy here. And it's like by the light of the moon, maybe you've done some cleansing rituals, or, you know, the full moon is a time when things end, they're final. You know, you kind of close the door on it and you open a new chapter, and it feels like this is the energy of the sun. So it's like you're kind of waking up the next day with anticipation in your heart and like kind of joy and approaching this like, okay, it's time to work toward my goal. It's time to actually get excited about what I'm doing and let go of things that are just a waste of time. We have trapped, stuck down, tied down, captive. So yeah, this is more of that purple energy. So some of you could be anticipating that love is just a trap, or it just feels like, you know, you always feel like you're tied down or trapped in someone else's energy. And so there's 2 messages here. Some of you are anticipating that love is just a trap and you don't even want it. Some of you are like, no, I don't want love. I'm just going to work on my goals. Others of you are excited. Some of you want to be in a committed connection. Like you want to build a web, you want to build a network, you want to build a relationship with someone, but you don't want to feel stuck in that. You want it to feel new. Dew is something that, like the morning sun, when you wake up in the morning, there's dew all over everything. So there's something here about like getting a new perspective. So learning to anticipate something new, like changing the narrative around a web. instead of being trapped in someone's lies or tied down and captive, or someone wasting your time, you're now seeing the web as a place of networking, a sanctuary, a place where you can attract what you need. So it's changing your mindset, something about changing your mindset and anticipating better things. We have ascetic, seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, discipline. So yeah, some of you may be really focusing on spiritual discipline, disciplining yourself, abstaining. Some of you are going to choose to be celibate. But there is something about purifying your energy around love and coming from a more spiritual perspective. We have joy. Yes, see, that's what I was feeling from this card. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. So you are choosing joy no matter what. You're choosing to find the joy in the little things. And yeah, just taking a perspective on love that is different from what you have in the past. Maybe you've been spending a lot of time feeling sad about something and you're just like, that's it, I'm done. I'm tired of feeling stuck in this web of sadness. You know, and some of you maybe are coming out of a period of restraint to the point where you feel ready. You feel ready to open up to love. And others of you might be still in that process for a while. But it does feel like a massive shift here from kind of this calm, cool, spiritual, kind of closed off, cleansing from the past unhealthy things to like, whoo, this like burst of light, this burst of joy, this transformation with these butterflies. This, you know, she's in a field and she's got her arms up and she's like embracing, like she's looking at the sun here and being open and feeling free. So some of you are breaking free from a period of isolation, all right, and moving on from an unhealthy attachment. And we have dedicated effort, 8 of Pentacles. So isn't this beautiful? This is making me think of Michelangelo. Yeah, this is beautiful, sacred image here. So some of you could be putting your effort into your work, into your art, but you're anticipating. Look at the ray of light here coming down on this. So I really feel like this is you shifting from a negative, pessimistic outlook, or even just a period of quiet after moving on from something that was unhealthy, into shining light on your creative work, just letting yourself be joyful no matter what, anticipating the good things in life. And whether it's almost like whether or not love comes, I'm going to anticipate the best. I'm going to dedicate my energy and my efforts to things that will grow. Pentacles are time, like grounded earthly things, finances. And in this card, it's also like a creative energy. So some of you are going to really just work and very much focus on bringing something in that's really nourishing, nurturing here, and divine. And fun times, momentos divertidos, fiestas, eventos, diversion. So maybe you're going to go to some parties, to some events. You're going to have fun moments, just getting to know people, lightening up, enjoying your life. So you could meet somebody new when you are at work or during a creative project, but it's like you're gonna have fun no matter what. You're gonna enjoy your life. I'm hearing they're telling me to move this here and move this here. my eyes and my matchy aesthetic here, and also spirit is saying like you're coming out of a period of quiet and you're gonna start having more fun, anticipating the best, dedicating yourself to something that is meaningful, and not letting yourself get stuck in these unavailable, waste of time kind of connections, okay? So if any of this resonates for you, then let's get into your next 3 months in love, or the end of the year if you're watching this in October 2025, but this can be timeless. So this is approximately the next 3 months in love. What is coming towards my pile? 3s. 4 of Cups. So some of you are still feeling kind of meh, but let's get all the cards out here. We're going to get the cards out and some clarifiers, and then we'll see what that is pointing to. So the next 3 months in love, spirit, for my pile 3s. We have the Hanged One. So that's the Hangman, Neptune energy. We have the Star. Beautiful. Aquarius energy. We have the Six of Wands. I love how these cards connect to the cards above too. And we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. We have the Seven of Wands clarifying the Four of Cups. We have the Hermit clarifying the Hanged One, Virgo energy. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. That came out in every pile. So you know what? Everybody's got love coming who's watching this video. And the Lovers, Gemini energy, and the Two of Cups. Okay, I'm hearing that song, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Okay, so you are done with the time wasters. You have had it. You guys are like, no, I'm done. You are moving on from people who do not receive and accept your love. You will have a period of quiet here with the Hermit and the Hanged One. We have Virgo season. That we just go through Virgo season. Yeah. So you may have been recently going through a period of time where, you're just getting a new perspective. You're doing a lot of spiritual work on yourself, right? And some of you may have been stuck kind of in a loop of abstinence, because every time you're like, okay, I'm going to try again in love. And then you just end up with another person who's like a missed opportunity, or they're unavailable, or they're wasting your time, or they're not receiving your love. And you're like, look, no. I'm standing my ground here with the Seven of Wands energy. You're like, I am going to move on from anyone who makes me feel like I am wasting my time. And this is so beautiful. So there's a lot of healing and hope here. There's a lot of healing and hope. There's a new love offer here with the Page of Cups. There is meeting someone new who wants to get to know you, express their love, communicate their love, and you're going to feel elated. This person is in the next 3 months, okay? The approximate next 3 months, you are literally going to go from feeling really just sort of meh to feeling really excited. You're going to meet somebody new that's going to light you up, someone that's going to make you feel beautiful. And we had otters in both of the Ace of Cups cards as well, for pile 2 and pile 3. I didn't do that on purpose. I do all of this intuitively. So some of you are going to buy some Otter Spirit bracelets from me. You don't have to. I'm not trying to plug myself. I'm literally just hearing that. So like, it's because it doesn't matter if you buy them from me or whatever, but it's like you're going to adorn yourself with beautiful things. Maybe this person's going to buy you something like a bracelet or make you something. You're going to feel gorgeous. You are going to feel on top of the world here. And it's like, whether or not you've been through a lot of hardship in love, or you felt trapped in this endless cycle of non-existent, unavailable, just pointless love connections, is what I'm hearing. You're going to be making a choice here. You're going to have like a divine connection with somebody who is very, very grounded, and someone who's going to make the effort with you. This is going to be a slow and steady connection, okay? It's going to take its time. It feels like pile 2s were going to, like, they were going to know, and they could potentially be getting married in the next 3 months with their person. But you are going to take a more slow approach. I feel like you're going to be withholding intimacy. You're going to get to know someone purely based on friendship, mutual love, and dedicated effort. This is not going to be a lustful, passionate, like fast-moving connection. This is going to be slow, steady. It's going to be very healing for you. You may spend some time on your own, and it may be near the end of this time that you spend on your own over the next 3 months that you really, really open up. And it's like, this is such a huge transition. Some of you may have been in a period of isolation for a very long time, to the point where you don't actually, this might be a little bit surprising to you. You're like, oh no, you've been in this hermit mode for so long. You're like, I'm stuck here, but no, something is coming in for you. And it's so I feel like, especially if you happen to identify as an earth sign, it's like this bull is like, looks excited. He looks happy. He's having a great time. I feel like you're going to be having a lot of fun. There's going to be mutual feelings in this connection. Mutual feelings expressed. This is going to be emotion-based. This is going to be something where you get to the finish line with this Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be very sweet with this honeybee, these penguins. Like you could even have children with this person if that's something that you want in your life. I'm hearing like you're two of a kind. Like it's like an opposites attract, but you're so complementary. It's such a grounded feeling. I feel this joy, this anticipation, this shift that's going to happen for you. Okay, 3 of Swords. Yeah, you are still healing. 2 of Swords. And a lot of you are watching this right now thinking, no way. I feel lonely. I don't feel good about myself. I feel out in the cold. I feel like no one's ever going to choose me. My heart's always going to get broken. But no, the Ace of Swords. 3, 2, 1. Contact. Did you guys... that was a show back when I was a kid. Page of Swords. Honestly, I think that somebody already has their eye on you, potentially for some of you, and they see you as a wonderful match. And there's going to be this moment where you just realize how beautiful you are. You're just going to have this aha moment, and it's going to be so powerful. This transition from the 5 of Pentacles, feeling worthless, feeling like you don't have anything to offer, feeling like you're in this hibernation, like this bear, just closed off, to like, you know, the ugly duckling becomes a swan. It's beautiful. Beta fish are beautiful, but, you know, they'll devour anything in their path. You guys are like, no, none of that. I'm not going after what's flashy and fun and pretty. I'm going to value and honor myself. Someone who sees my soul. Someone who sees the true beauty, not just the surface beauty. Knight of Cups. Yeah. This is really beautiful. So somebody who wants to actually be very romantic, but they are not coming in with a lot of passion, and they might even, you know, be very aware. This is somebody who might have to be persistent with you. But this is really, I really love this for you guys. Okay, so anything else? This one really wants to come out. Yes, the World. You are done. You are done with this. No, it's like no nonsense. No more of this, right? And people who like breadcrumb you and isolate themselves from you, like the Hanged One and Hermit also gives me ghoster energy. Like people who keep you trapped in this cycle where like, you're like, what am I even doing? I talk to this person and then they just ghost me, and then I'm stuck on them, and you know, they're just not even communicating with me, and they're all shut down. You're done with that. Karmic completion, travel fulfillment, success after the quest. Success after feeling very guarded. Maybe some of you are going to block someone with the 7 of Wands, someone who was wasting your time, and you're just going to be done. And you're going to be looking towards, like, look at these mountains. Like, you're going to be looking towards something. It's like you're not giving up hope. You're looking toward your North Star. You're not going to give up. I'm like, you're me and my stuttering. Sorry, you guys. Well, especially when I get excited. Your compass is going to be pointing toward what is meant for you. Okay. What is coming toward my pile of 3s in love? Anything else that we need to see? Okay, some of you, it might not be till the spring. So if you're watching this, this might take a little longer than the next 3 months. So there may be a period of quiet, and this is what you're anticipating, okay? Spirit doesn't like it when I try to put things in little neat boxes of time. It's very difficult. But you could be watching this video, since it is technically timeless, when spring has sprung, I'm hearing. But you could have also been planting seeds in the spring, making plans, preparing, putting in the work, taking your time really with the Hermit and Hanged One here to go within and heal so that you can blossom, so that you can come out of this period of feeling stuck in these endless loops with people who don't value you, right? So this is really beautiful. So for some of you, it's going to be after a period of solitude during the spring, or that was when you were in that period of solitude. Take that how it fits you. We have self-care energy, low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, retreat. So yes, this love may show up when you are actually still going through this time alone. This is someone who's going to be patient with you. They are going to be very, very patient with you, but they know you're the one. So they're going to allow you to go within. This is someone who's not going to push you, right? And it's maybe somebody who is very focused on their own self-care and has a lot of respect for what you need to do, your time alone, you know, if you need time to heal from something in the past. But I do feel like you're coming out of your shell here with this fun times and this joy. We have cold control, silent observing, hiding feelings, secretive, blocking emotions, mask. So this is actually giving me this feeling that this is what you are used to experiencing. There's two messages here. You are healing from this. You're planting the seeds so that something really beautiful, something that's very dedicated, very loyal comes in for you, right? This energy, though, also over the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups is this person who is controlling their desire. They're not expressing their love. They're hiding this and they're being secretive about it because they are observing you and they are waiting for you to be open and receptive. This is, I do feel that energy of someone who is allowing you to go through whatever you need to go through in order to reach a place in yourself where you feel healed, whole, and ready, okay? And what else for my pile three is this one? Nostalgia, memories, missing someone, past life, soulmate, the past. Yeah. Ace of Fire, passion. So there will be some passion. This isn't devoid of passion. There is a new start here, but I feel very strongly that this is going to be a soul level connection. Nostalgia can be a Six of Cups. So this could be someone this could be someone from your past. But you don't have to choose that. I really don't feel that. I feel like this is going to be, you are going to have to make a choice. Okay, with the Lovers card, you're going to have to make a choice. And it's up to you to move on so that this new passion, this new love, so that you can get your fire back, okay? Some of you may have been cold and unwilling to open because of what has happened to you. But these cards, look at this contrast. Look at this contrast, okay? You are shifting this energy. And it's someone that's going to have the same kind of light and warmth and passion and energy of self-care. Maybe you were with people where, you know, you've done all this work to care for yourself and you feel like you take pretty good care of yourself, but you keep meeting these people who are like wounded. And it's like you feel like you're the person who's always attracting the wounded people because you have a healing energy. But that's not what you're going to attract anymore. Yeah, there is somebody for a lot of you that's going to come back who's feeling guilty. But I really feel, because you do have a choice with this Lovers card. You guys are going to cut the cord with this person for most of you. And you're going to move on. Yeah, so you do have, yeah, you're going to be finding a new path here. You will have overcome and moved on from this karmic loop that you've been stuck in, okay? You're moving towards your north node. And yeah, there's something here about embracing your own creativity too and finding joy from within that's going to bring in something. But yeah, you guys do. This pile very specifically feels like the ex is going to try to come back, but you're going to be like, nope, and you're going to shut the door, okay? You don't want to be stuck with them anymore. You're going to choose the loyal, reliable person here, someone with mutual feelings. So yeah, okay, so that is what I'm seeing. Let's get you some advice. And then we'll get messages and confirmations to see who this person is. But this is really beautiful energy. Healing, yeah. Healing and having fun with your friends. Maybe going to hot springs, going swimming with your friends. But this is a lot about just sharing in the joy of, look at, again, this beam of light coming in. So you're letting the light back in. You're letting love back in. You're spending a lot of time really recharging and allowing yourself to move on from this past. Yeah, deep dive. And some of you are going to go very deep into this pain and, you know, really allow the full, it's like maybe you've let go, but then, you know, you're like, oh no, I'm trapped in this cycle of not being able to truly let this past go. But you're going to do it this time. You're going to go deep. You're going to do a lot of deep healing. And you're going to come out of it, and there is something really beautiful here. Okay, so your advice is to continue to heal, to focus on the beauty around you, to have fun, and you can go deep. You will find that you will meet people who are much more capable of loving you deeply when you allow yourself to love yourself deeply. And you don't carry baggage from the past around with you. Okay, so what else is my advice for pile 3? Okay, so this was in pile 1 as well. Think first before you judge. So be light about things. Don't immediately judge people based on your past. I'm going to get another advice card though. That could be a nod for some of you to watch pile 1 because maybe some of you are very skeptical of this. And so that means you're still in that healing period. And pile 1 was very much the pause. Again, it's hard to put these readings into time frames. So... confidence, it comes with time and practice, 23. So just be patient with yourself, okay? And I'm hearing with this sword here, like it takes time to be honest with ourselves too, about how we hold ourselves back, how we don't value ourselves, and so others aren't able to value us because we choose people who can't see our value when we don't see it in ourselves. So just be patient. And, you know, you deserve to feel beautiful no matter who you are, no matter what you look like. And maybe you're going to go on some adventures, some traveling. And library, take control of your own narrative, 22. Yes, exactly. 22 and 23, those could be ages. Yeah, take some time to learn. Some of you are going off to school or you're traveling, you're going somewhere and you're not allowing yourself to be trapped or manipulated by others. You're going to learn how to love yourself. You're not going to look outside of yourself anymore for the validation that you need to find from within. And Spirit is saying, take your time. Take your time. You will be able to take control of your own narrative. Maybe get some books about self-love, about empowerment, whatever you feel drawn to, learn to study. Make some effort to build and grow a group of friends if you've been isolating, or to go out and travel if you've been staying home all the time, or to, you know, go back to learn something new, a new craft, or get a new job. Do something to shift and change your energy, right? And don't allow others to keep you stuck. But don't rush yourself, right? Okay? And gray, endings are inevitable, 37. So yeah, for most of you, you're really... this is the time, Spirit's kind of coming through and saying, it's time to let go of that past person. And I think most of you are going to, okay? Most of you are going to let go of that past person. And when you finally let that go and let go of trying to control everything around you so that you don't get hurt, you're going to bring in a mutual love. And it's just a matter of time before that love blooms into something stable and lasting. But I feel like this connection too could be something where you meet this person when you're traveling, or you meet this person when you're at the library learning something new, or you know, you share the same hobby. Something about like following your passion is going to lead you to this person, and coming out of your shell, right? So that is what I'm seeing for you. Let's get love messages. So I feel like I'm trying to avoid messages cards that have a lot of past person energy in them. Okay, I'm hearing this one. You may have messages from a past person come through here. I can't control that, but that's partly because I feel like some of you are still, you haven't completely let go of this past person, but you're in the process. Okay. Watching you move on is killing me, but I want what is best for you. Yeah, there it is. No one understands me like you do. So take these however they fit you. Pictures of you still make me smile. And this could be your energy too, right? Like you're having trouble watching someone else move on. Oh, sorry. You're the only one I see. That's that new energy. I'm grateful that you came into my life. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. And I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. So again, this message, this is actually someone who is going to be very slow, very dedicated. They will be disappointed in themselves if they let you down. They want to be the best version of themselves for you. They're going to feel like there's a mutual understanding here. They're going to be very grateful for you. They're going to be very attracted to you. And they, you know, some of you are going to meet someone and maybe you are going to move on because you don't feel ready for new love. But I do feel like ultimately, even if the next person that comes in is someone that you choose to walk away from because you're not ready, it's going to be a valuable learning experience, and you still are going to reach this place of someone that has mutual feelings for you and can meet you where you're at. I loved you more than I let on. Again, there's that message of this person doing their best not to overwhelm you with their feelings. Everything reminds me of you. Always something there to remind me. That came on in my car this morning too. And then I got home at 11:11 right after that song came on, so that could be important. You're everything I want and need, and you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes, and these jumped off the back. Even though you're not with me, my love grows for you every day. I do feel like this could be somebody who's like watching you glow up, maybe somebody in your community who can see that you're not ready for love. And I'm afraid you'll forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. Don't you forget about me. Don't. You're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. I already read that. Okay. Watch me go off on my singing. Someone said that I should start a singing channel, but honestly, that's a lot of work. But I do love to sing, and maybe I will dedicate some effort to my voice someday and bring all of you a singing version of me, not in tarot specifically. So let's get into confirmations for you. So some attributes, some locations, physical characteristics, letters, signs, help you to distinguish who this person is and if this is your pile. So we have islands, so someone could live in an island country. These could be ethnicities, locations. This could be where you meet someone, or there could be a synchronicity, or where you live, where you're from. We have USA. So Hawaii is coming through with islands and USA. Puerto Rico. I'm seeing the Middle East and China here, and Western Europe. And we have flirtatious and studious. Yeah, some of you could meet this person at the library or at school. Contemplative. Older, so someone could be older in this connection. Someone could be younger. We have affectionate, open-minded, and introvert. We have man bun. They could also have a beard like that. We have glasses. Tall. Someone could be plus size and average height. What is coming out here? Brown hair is trying to peek out too. Someone could have brown wavy hair or just brown hair. Okay, so let's get all of these out. We won't be doing an angel card or animal card at the end. For those of you that watch me regularly, I'm not going to do that part because this reading is a little longer and we got plenty of advice. So, okay, we'll get some more signs. And get the letters, and I'll just look at all this for you to finish out the reading. All right, so we have a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. You could meet this person at the 7-Eleven, or maybe somebody works there. It's a little convenience store in the United States. I don't know if they have them other places, but we have a 4, a 13, and a 3, 133. So these could be important numbers, birthdays, zip codes, area codes, life path numbers, dates, ages, that sort of thing. We also have a 6, we have 999, we have 8, we have a 5, and we have a 3. So you can put those numbers together, and 888-999. So kind of a progression of the ending of a cycle here and focusing on abundance and closing things out. We have the throat chakra and the the third eye. So yeah, I feel like you could be very much like focusing on communicating and your intuition here. It's like you're not necessarily really grounding something right away. This is something that's moving very slowly. So there could be a long talking stage, or like really kind of sussing out people, really following your intuition based on what people say and do in your life, and not necessarily making a final decision in the next 3 months. We have Virgo, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, and Capricorn here. And then we have M, we have a dollar sign. So yeah, some of you are just focusing on work. You could meet this person at work. M, Z, C, G, another M and another M. I'm hearing somebody could be like a chef or a cook, or yeah, something about something being very yummy. And then $2 signs. So I do feel like this is a time where you're going to be creating a lot more abundance in your life. You might even be looking for a partner who's financially stable. If that was an issue in the past. We have a U, we have a Q, we have an N, we have a D, a P, we have another M. So lots of M's. Someone could have a lot of M's in their name, or double letters or initials or something like that. But yeah, we have S. This also gives me the feeling of you being like skeptical, like, I don't know. We have a Y, we have a K, an E, a key. Yeah, maybe a key could be important. A key to a door, to unlock a door, something like that. DPS, what is that? Department of Social Services? I don't know, what is DPS? It's a thing. Okay, we have L, we have T, we have U, and R. Somebody who's going to be true. Yeah. True love, yeah. True love, yeah. Okay, and that's enough out of me. Thank you so much for watching. There you go. There's your confirmations. If this didn't feel like it resonated, you can choose another pile or another video. I do personals. My email's in the description. I also do healing, Reiki healing sessions. Oh, I meant to do the love messages for all the piles, the juicy love messages. I skipped pile 2 and I feel bad, but that's okay. Maybe they weren't meant to get those. But here, so I want to serenade you in the moonlight. Yes, there's the moon. So hang on. We're not done. We're backing up. I fantasize about you more than you'll ever know, because this person's really going to hold that back. Whoa. You have ignited a passion within me that can never be extinguished. My goodness. These are very jumpy. My love for you fills every fiber of my being. And this one wants to come out. You turn me on. Yeah, there still will be a lot of passion here, but this person's going to try to keep it on the DL. I am longing for your touch. Yeah, so there'll be a lot of longing. Anyway, now your reading is done. I won't repeat the first part of my spiel, but thank you for being here. I wish you the best. I hope to see you again, and bye-bye.